Speaking of another guy that has been blowing up college basketball this year, projected first overall pick in the 2025 draft, Cooper Flagg. First of all, what is your take on him as a player?
It seems like Duke always gets like a type of guy like him. Like it was almost like a perfect fit for him to go to Duke.
Right, I felt the same way.
He's just like a hybrid, bro. Like he can
do everything.
You can't put a guard on him. You can't put a big on him. So you got to find a guy just like him to guard him. And there's not many, guys
that are 7 foot that can dribble in the perimeter.
Unless we're talking Kevin Durant, like guys that are already in the NBA. So right,
there's not many.
He's gonna kill the college scene because it's just not too many people that could match his athleticism, his talent, and his IQ being 17 years old. So it's just like, and he'll continue to develop like we saw in that game against
Was it Kansas?
Kansas, yeah. He turned the ball over twice.
He did that against Kentucky too, which I was going to bring up.
He'll be in the same situation like all of this year. So come March, like he's not going to turn over the ball in those situations. He's not going to go left and spin back middle because he knows through film and through preparation.
I don't even know why he's trying that.
That's what all high schoolers think that they can do when they get into college because it's worked in high school. But in college, you got guys in the gap, you got scouting reports, so they're not going to let you spin. I think there was even a clip. The Kentucky coach, he was. If he goes down there, we're gonna sit right there because he's gonna spin like he already knew.
And same with Bill Self, he was game planning for that, and they were honestly in that game, they were shutting him down because Hunter Dickinson, he's a big body.
Yeah,
I mean, Cooper wasn't really able. I think he had like 3 points in the first half in that game.
But like that's like he's a scorer, so like he'll be able to work his way through that. The longer this season goes on. His
3-point shot needs a little bit of work. Shooting 22% from three, I mean, and you're the projected first overall pick. I mean, the NBA it's a 3-point game, and it's also college is a 3-point game as well. I mean, it is inside as well, but like it's still like everything starts from the three.
Yeah.
Like that's where your offense is generated. And him to not shoot the ball that great, I know it's early in the season, but like that's something he needs to get more consistent of. I like his talent. I like his frame. He's got everything he needs, but I think he's going to go number one. He will. Yeah. But he still has a lot of holes in his game, which the development part, I think he just has a lot of issues.
He's 17.
I know he's 17. I know he's 17. That's where the development comes in.
He's got so much time. Like, he's going to develop all this year at Duke, and then projected number one pick, say he goes number one, they're gonna give him time to develop. They're gonna make him into the guy that he could be in the league. That's as long as he goes to the right team that has a really good development program, which most.
What would be the worst team for him to go to? You think he gets drafted anyway?
I don't even want to name names. It's just any team that he's gonna have to be called on to average 25 his rookie year and lead this a team like the Wizards, or like the Rockets, or
I don't think the Rockets are gonna be bad enough. You know what? I would like him to see the go to the Hornets. Him and LaMelo. Wouldn't that be nasty?
It's just a bunch of. They're not too. I think he has a winning pedigree. I think he really cares about winning. So you don't really get to control that, being a first round pick, but
right.
I don't think.
And when you're the first pick too, you're usually going to the worst team.
Right. I don't think I don't think that's a good fit because he's not going to win a lot of games there. I don't like.
You don't think so? Because they got Brandon Miller there too. They're starting to develop some younger pieces.
I haven't, but who have they developed? Brandon Miller was Brandon Miller that we see right now in college.
Probably Miles Bridges and LaMelo. Those are the only guys I can think of.
They haven't. LaMelo was LaMelo Ball.
But he wasn't averaging 30 like he is this year.
I mean, he wasn't averaging 30, but
he was still good.
You can, the same move that he just did that's trending right now on Twitter, you could go back to his Chino Hill highlights.
Yeah,
to see
that's true. The 91-point game.
Right.
So you don't see any development in the Hornets player development for him, I guess. You just think he's just that good.
I think he's that good. Any team that he's going to go to, he'll be able to develop, and I think he's just that good.
I mean, he is that good, bro. Have you seen
and
his last 3 games?
His turnovers right now at the end of the game, the low IQ at the end, it's just because he's a freshman. He's 17, and he's not used to being the
in those,
number one
in those moments too.
Yeah, in those moments, and like the number one person on the scouting report to shut down, to not let him go right, spin back left. Like people know his game.
And playing against a team like Kansas, you got a lot of polished.
Playing against a coach like Bill Self, like
right.
He's not gonna let you just get to your spots to win a game.
Right.
Now he knows that, so he'll be able to adjust.
I like. Did you see the Hunter Dickinson kick? Mm-mm. So he got fouled, and then they both landed, and he kicked him.
Yeah. Bro, I'm telling you,
that was hilarious, man. He got ejected for that.
The NBA lets Draymond get away with it.
Dude, they let him get away with more than that.
He smacked 2 people this year. And
he
last
does
year,
it all the time.
Yeah, you think after what he did last year, everything, especially the first, I don't even think we're 20 games in. The first 20 games, just keep your hands off people, Draymond. Keep your hands off.
That's a tough thing to ask him to do, in my opinion.
And I love Draymond. Like, I love his game. I love everything about what he does as a basketball player. But I can't call it. Like, I don't know why he can't stop punching people.
I don't get it. Jordan Poole, which is crazy because Jordan Poole was literally getting groomed by Steph Curry.
Bro.
He was supposed to be, in the Celtics series, he was arguably the best. He was arguably the second best player on that team.
They were so good with him.
Dude, he was so good.
He was gonna be
the second Splash Brother.
They would have eventually traded Clay, and he would have still been there, and everything would have just been a lot easier. But I mean, they got a good, they got Buddy and
they're doing surprisingly well this
Jordan
year.
Poole on the Warriors just felt right. You know?
Yeah, it did. It made sense.
In 2022, things just felt a lot simpler.
And they developed him so much when he came out of Michigan. The player he was.
That's a development team.
Right.
Now, he's obviously not going to go to the Warriors, but, that's a team that you send a guy there, you know for sure the Celtics are another team. They're going to develop their guys.
Yeah, Celtics are.
Into great all-around basketball players. You know?
Yeah, that's true. There's the Heat, I feel like, are one of those teams as well. My favorite team, by the way.
Just teams that these teams that he's not going to get drafted by. Talking about Cooper Flagg, but those are.
He's projected to go to the Raptors. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know if everybody in the front office is still there when DeMar DeRozan was coming in the league, but that's a good development team. If
they've
you
got
look at
RJ Barrett, they've got Emmanuel Quickley, Scotty Barnes.
What they're doing with him.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah,
he's an all package player. I mean, he can rebound, he can dribble the ball, he can shoot it. He can rebound.
I played Scotty Barnes because he was on Nike Team Florida with Vernon Carey. So
Vernon Carey was.
They were in our pool for EYBL. So we played them a couple times. We played them in Dallas, and then we played them at Peace Jam, and we ended up beating them twice because they just didn't They had the name, they had all types of dudes on the team, but they just Scotty Barnes and Vernon Carey specifically. I would just remember them not playing hard, and that was just weird to me.
But they were still probably bucketing everybody, right?
Not as much as you would think.
Really?
Their athleticism showed up in the game when it needed to. Scotty would get a steal and go down there and dunk and flex, but it's just outside of that, you're not really out there playing hard. But when he got to Florida State, I saw this motor that I just have never seen before. Because when I kid you not, when I was out there, he just looked like he didn't really care. Vernon Carey the same way. When he got to Duke, I saw this motor. I'm like, man, where was this? But
where was that?
We beat him, so it was cool. Y'all was on whatever y'all was on when we was playing y'all, and that was cool for us. But it was just shocking to see how hard these dudes play. But that's college, bro. You learn how to play the game.
Yeah. College is. I see what you're saying with Cooper Flagg. It's a learning experience, and I'm with you 100%. Yeah. He's going to be better in March. Mm-hmm. I think Duke's a young team as well. That they're not a young team, but their two best players are young.
Yep.
Con Kneppel and Cooper Flagg are both freshmen.
And a guy like Mason Gillis, too, with his experience, he'll be able to, string those guys along and keep them right mentally and just let them know, there's ups and downs of, college basketball season. He's played with another really good player, Jaden Ivey. So, there's ups and downs of being the best player on the team and, getting the other team's best defender on you every night, being the number one guy on the scouting report. So, they got old guys on that team that'll be able to, mentor him through that. So, that's why I ain't worried about him.
Yeah, it's always early. Everyone like me likes to go, whoa, what is he doing? But
and granted, nobody cares about his age. Nobody, nobody cares, right? Because
No.
he's playing just
They
like
love his
everybody else
age
is.
because
But at
he
the
has
same
upside.
time, like, we have to remember, like, he is 17.
Yeah, he's
Like,
young.
He's young. He's very
He's a
young.
young guy. That's what the
So
NBA likes.
we
They
shouldn't
like young
even be
guys.
talking about, like, peak development right now, like, at all.
No.
Whatever you see from him right now, you should only be saying it can only get way better. Like,
You see the
it can only
flashes.
get way
You see
better.
what he can do. I mean, I don't even
Well,
know.
we saw
what
that
his
when he
draft
was
comparison would be.
practicing, like the clips that came out this summer when he was with the USA team.
Oh yeah, they were saying he could play on that team that made the Olympics.
And
People were saying that.
And that's LeBron James, KD, Anthony Davis,
Yeah.
giving him props and talking about how smart he is and how in control he looks, comfortable. Like, if the best players in the world are saying that, then we shouldn't be saying nothing. Just listen to them.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Talk to me, baby. Talk to me nice. I'm from another world, baby, yeah. Broadway paradise. They think I'm way too cold, cause I put my